Oh, is that the thing that broke? Oh, that's not my favorite. Oh well. Let's go here for just a minute. While I figure this out. I don't know if anybody else has updated their OBS and gotten an error when they loaded it, but I got that just today. That's fun. Hey Zio. How you doing? I mean, I kind of know how you were doing considering I was like just straight up like lurking and watching you play Minecraft while I was planning today, so, but you know, you got lucky. I don't, like, I'm wondering because the one thing that's not working right now is my Stream Deck. And everything else seems to be working, so maybe I can like rerun this or something like that and it'll maybe be less angry with me. You did get that? Yeah. Buttons are not synced up properly anymore with it, so now I'm not sure what all that means. Maybe I just need to like update the like a plugin or something like that. There's possible. Closed Stream Deck fully and reloaded it. It's on. Not all my buttons are working, no. I can get past it today because the only one I would need today is the one that mutes me for the most part, and I can just manually do that, but scenes for you that weren't switching though? Yeah, I've got, oh gosh, I don't even know if my scenes are I'm just gonna check something. This probably won't work. Yeah, looks like the scenes, basically all of my stuff for OBS specifically. Can I just update? Can I check for updates on new Stream Deck versions available? That's semi-promising. Yeah, it seems to be all the stuff that's like directly OBS linked to Stream Deck. Doesn't like those commands. Had not done an update for this in a while though, so hopefully this helps. I would like to have that working. I'm not going to troubleshoot this forever, but I am giving myself a little bit of time to just kind of mentally refresh because I've literally been no, do not close OBS. I'll scream. do not close OBS. That means it probably still will not work, but you know. Oh well, I'll troubleshoot that afterwards. I've got the update installed at least, but I don't expect it to work for now. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I literally have been planning since yesterday afternoon for this Elite 4 rundown. I can't even begin with how much time I literally have spent in getting this set up, and just like some of the choices that I have picked to like bring along. I just don't even. Oh, I just don't even know. But I think we're good. Yeah, it looks like it's waiting for OBS to, so I'm gonna have to look at this later. Oh well, it is what it is. Just means I won't be able to use my buttons today. Everything's manual, and I'll probably hate that. Ash had Pikachu and you have Eradicate. Listen. Raticate is so immensely useful for one of the fights. I can't even express it. Absolutely necessary. A 100% necessary Pokemon. Nowhere in my entire run did I go, Raticate. I need to make sure I keep them healthy and around. They're going to be needed. I don't want to push this off too long, but yeah, this is detox time for me. You know what? Actually, what we can do, let me load up the game. And what we'll do is I'll kind of go over what we've got here. Where is everything manually? This and this. it still crashed it. Why? I'm actually not sure why this crashes, but it is what it is. Alright, let me get out of studio mode to make sure it's fine. This also give me a good chance to like double check that everything is set up properly. Oh, so I do want to cover, I did confirm that the Pokemon throughout this run and in the Elite Four are pretty much ideal, perfect, whatever, IVs and EVs, fully trained up. So I did a little searching around. I found a calculator that actually pulls the I've got double music going on, don't I? Oh, I don't, because the music here isn't coming through. Well, let me make sure this sound is working as well, and then I might have to just leave the music up. Why is there no sound here? Do I have it turned down? I do. Okay, that's why. Alright, say bye-bye music. Bye-bye music. Bye-bye. Love you. Kisses. Mwah. I think it would be remiss of me to not use the game's music for what'll probably be one of my biggest struggle fights that I've had in my Nuzlocking career so far. Music going through? Yeah, alright. So, So the calculator I found actually pulls all of the members, Pokemon and stuff like that for the Elite Four, what their EVs are and all of that, all of their training stats and everything. So I was able to actually run proper calculations for this, which is very good because I do not think we would be able to do these fights Nuzlocke style without having EVs ourselves. I even after EV training my Pokemon and doing all this planning, I felt very sure about the last one. I felt pretty sure about the first one. This Elite Four run, I am, aside from like one or two of the fights, I am pretty scared about random stuff happening and us being in a really, really bad spot. So as far as what we're running here, we've got Ribombee. Ribombee's going to be our, basically our sweeper for the fighting Elite Four, remember? Hala? It is Hala, yeah. Hala! This fight, I think is fine. This fight, no problems. This fight, I'm not even concerned about. Like, I don't even think this one can go horrifically wrong because of how I have this one set up. Chef's Kiss. Beautiful. Scrim. Oh, goodness. Scrim. I need Scrim to have a 5th move slot. I really, really do. Because unfortunately, the way that Scrim is set up and what I have Scrim doing, Scrim is important in the rock fight with Olivia. Scrim is the carry through Kahili and the flying one. And Scrim is incredibly important and useful in the champion fight. However, Scrim for most of those, I need moves that are not taught through TMs. They are taught through just leveling up. So I can't just go back and give them back to Scrim whenever the fights are over. So that's not good. but I have to deal with it, and I have to lose like one or two of the moves that I really wanted to have to kind of like ease things up and make them a little more assured in how they run. But here we are. So Scrim will do their Scrim best. Sprout. This is another one that I think is a pretty straightforward sweeping setup that I have for the rock. All Scrim's doing for rock is laying down spikes so that I can get past some sturdy ability Pokemon. Sprout is basically just going to set up and then just sweep through with Leaf Blade. Not a problem, no issues. Leave it at that. Cheekster. Man, I never thought I'd use Cheekster. Actually, Cheekster, I need to teach you a different move. You don't want Sucker Punch, actually. We'll get that figured out for you here in just a second. So Cheekster is literally the ultimate typing for like a Ghost Elite 4 setup fight. Like there's some situations where that could change, but for this one, for sure and specifically, is so good that aside from the fact that there can be a little bit of like give or take in what moves go first or second or whatever, and it can kind of suck, this guy just works. Being dark normal against a grouping that likes to use psychic and ghost moves and literally nullifying those so that they can only use whatever side moves that they brought to like bring along, like with like Confuse Ray is like my biggest problem in this fight, which is why it has a Lumberry on it, because I need it. I need this Pokemon to not get confused, because if it gets confused, that fight is probably literally over and we are having a really bad day. That being noted, everything else on it is important. I do need to give it Protect though. The reason I wanted to have Protect is for like 2 specific moves. I'm probably going to take some time to explain this while we do the fight too, because I literally spent way too much time planning to not talk about what the heck what I went through for this. Like, I think whenever I finally came to Eradicate, I had gone through probably like 10, 15 or so different Pokemon, trying to run them through calcs and stuff to see if they could even survive or set up or switch or whatever. Because the other thing is that I can't just bring 6 Pokemon for one Elite 4 member, because that will probably not work for the rest of it. Haru is as useful as Haru has been through this entire run. Haru is next to being not viable throughout the entire run. Except for one specific Pokemon, a Magnezone appears. And Haru only just barely gets by with that. The problem is that if Haru gets hit by the one move it's going to get hit by, and it gets a special defense down, Haru is absolutely screwed. And I'm not 100% sure how we're going to handle that. But we shall see. I'm probably just going to put on my hope hat and just hope that it doesn't get that status effect and I don't have to switch things around. Because Stealth Rock will more than likely be up this fight, so the more I have to switch around, the more dangerous it is for me, the more stuff will probably not work. Good boy. Okay, So Good Boy's only technically here for one Pokemon. However, Good Boy is so well set up between Flame Wheel and Extreme Speed specifically, that Good Boy can help knock off a bunch of Pokemon on its own, no problem, and then just when his purpose is over, I can go, you've done your best, and then we move on. The funniest thing about the fight coming up is that it's not even the ace that I'm worried about. The Pokemon I'm most worried about, because I don't really have great answers for it in this group, but I need this group for everything else that occurs, is Braviary. Now, if Braviary comes in like the middle of the fight, that could be very problematic. But that might just be one that I have to throw sacrifices out for. Like, I'm not sure how that one's going to play out, because the move pool that it has, there's absolutely no telling how it wants to respond whenever we get to that fight. So I need to update this one's moves, because you need to have Protect, or else you won't. I don't think you'll work exactly how I want you to. Sucker Punch was, like, in my head a really good idea at first, but I just don't think it works. So these should be all good. One thing that we are going to do is we're going to turn on the EXP share. And there's a slight chance we'll get a few levels that'll make some of the other fights a little bit easier, but it's hard to say. The funny thing is that, like, I think there's one fight that I need it to not be too easy, or else it becomes bad, if I'm being honest. Okay. I think we are good here. I'm gonna have to, like, double check where we're landing at here. I think I have Fly on you right now, but I think you may need to have Aerial Ace, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, let's go ahead and give you Aerial Ace, because that's the first move you need to have. We'll change another one later, but I need you to have a Accurate and the less damaging move initially. This will make sense later on. I know it sounds weird. I need it to do less damage, but just trust me. Metronome, Expert Belt, Miracle Seed, Lumberry, Citrus Berry, Lumberry. Okay. I think these are all good. Haru, I might need to take something different than Lumberry. I might need to put a Citrus Berry on you. I was afraid of you getting paralyzed, but I don't think you can actually get hit by the move that I'm concerned with. Let me double check. I think the problem that I had with Haru is that I thought Haru was going to end up getting paralyzed on that fight, and I don't think that's how that works. So on that, I don't know if there is a berry that can prevent status changes. Like that would be really cool, but I doubt there's a berry that handles like stat stage like alterations, so I'll probably give it one that gives it health, and then just probably gonna have to rely on that. Like, I don't know don't know that I have really anything else that I could have Haru do that would be better. Because there's not even anything in Haru's like moveset that I think would be better in this scenario. Like, I've got the thing up. I could probably check if need be. Like if I gave him, I don't know, this, and we were looking at this here. Yeah, that wouldn't do nearly enough for that, unfortunately. I think I just have to kind of rely on Earthquake and luck. Really, really, really gonna need the luck on this. I wish I had something that had priority. Like, if I could teach a priority move to Mudsdale, that would literally be, like, hands down, like, the best thing that I could teach her right now. Just, even if it did, like, 1 damage, that would be all that I needed. I don't even know if that would work, though, to be honest. I think I'm overthinking stuff that I've probably already thought. I will change out the Lumberry. Held item. Usey, givey, use. Because I don't know what else you would even get hit by that I would be worried about. It was literally just like, I need you to take care of the Pokemon that I need you to take care of. So let's give you Citrus Berry. Because if we get down below 50%, that might actually be the thing that saves us. Okay. Everything else looked good. Lumberry, Citrus Berry, these all look good. I'll need to remember to replace some of these items later. But that should be good. I did teach you Protect. Let me double check the rest of these moves. You, I changed to have Roost, correct? Yep. Airlace, Roost, Agility, Spikes. Yep, that's what you need. You should be fine. You are good now. You have such a weird lineup. I don't even use Rock. Like, the funny thing is I don't even use Rock Tomb. But, I might need it. I don't know. Same here. Pretty much you're good to go with what you have. Alright. I think we're good. I'm gonna give it one last save just to make sure that we're okay. I guess we go. Alright, everybody. Wish me luck. This will be the determining factor if we have to go back to the area before the school in the very beginning of the game and suffer through that and get through all of those totem battles again, or if we're going to be called a 3-time Nuzlocke champion. Thank you, Zio. Aren't you cold? I'm fine. My soul burns hot. Yeah, huh? Yeah, sure, buddy. Nobody likes a dude bro that wears very little clothing in the depths of winter and acts like I'm fine. Yeah, Mount Lanakila is where we've always finished up the island challenge. We built our Pokemon League right up here, as high into the heavens as we could get. To show respect for our legendary Pokemon, and to honor it, and so that people can freeze their butts off and have lack of oxygen while trying to Pokemon fight. It's fine. Still remember like it was yesterday. Went all the way to Indigo Plateau. To the headquarters. I went right at them, cousin. Gym Leaders and Kantos really messed my team and me up. You actually went to the Indigo League and went through that? Ooh, interesting. Actually gives me a little bit of respect for you. Not too crazy, because we are just talking the Indigo League, and if you're bringing some of the weird stuff I know you have, rude. Very rude. Is my team battling for me at all and pouring their souls and their moves for me? The last guy, that dragon user in the cape, Lance. That Lance guy. That's fun. Let's get you in there. Alright, well, before you head in, make sure you're good and ready. You won't be able to come back out. I don't like that. I'm pretty sure I have everything. But boy howdy, are we gonna save right here and now, just in case I'm stupid. I think I got it all. Like, I did a lot of running around and planning and tried to, like, do a base setup before I even got to this point. Because I promise you, as much as I did planning without playing the game, running around and checking for items that I was allowed to get, not allowed to get, setting them up, making sure they were properly, like, that alone probably took a good, like, hour or so. Could have done that on stream, but like some of it I wasn't even sure on, and I didn't want to be like, all right, we're going, get everything going, start setting up, like, we're gonna go pick up this item, and then I go, oh shoot, I can't get that item, the plan's ruined. The plan's dead. All right, so first up, we're going to be handling the fighting. Elite 4, again, this one is going to be handled by Rabombi. And it should be pretty straightforward. I shouldn't have a lot of issues with this one. This one's probably the cleanest fight among them. Honestly, having Rabombi is a huge, huge gain for this. Because of my typing, I get such a heavy resistance that a lot of other Pokemon wouldn't be able to have. That even though my defensive stats aren't like amazing over Bombi, they can really take a hit, even if it's a Hariyama with close combat coming in at, you know, high damage. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to need like a Alakazam or something like that, but that wasn't enough defense. Like, that's where I'm running into a lot of issues with a lot of these, is just they do, because of their EVs, they do a lot of damage. They have a lot of speed, like, whereas they would typically be a little more well-rounded, you know, the EVs really let you lean into a specific offense or whatever else. So, Rabombi here, again, the typing being Bug and Fairy is incredibly important here, because that means that we're not going to worry too much about getting hit by like heavy amounts of damage. We also have Roost to kind of overheal on that. Another big important thing that is on Rabombi is their ability. So Rabombi's ability is Shield Dust. Can I pull that up here? Yeah. So this blocks the additional effects of attacks taken. For the most part, that doesn't do like too much throughout a lot of this, but what it does do for this first one is Hariyama is almost certainly going to use Fake Out for the first move, which is going to let me do Quiver Dance and do my first setup turn without actually like getting flinched and taking like a very small like normal attack hit. So we're going to do a Quiver Dance to start off with, and he didn't actually use Fake Out. That's kind of crazy. He's just going to start with... Alright, he's going to start with Close Combats. So as you can see, Close Combat, it's a strong move, but did not do a lot there. I'm not worried about its defense falling. I think we would have this set without that. Big thing here is just making sure that we have the stacks for the rest of the fight. I should need 3 Quiver Dances. I imagine another Close Combat's coming in. Alright, so I don't think we're even in danger of a critical taking us here, but we're going to go ahead and Roost and get our health back up. Just to keep it as safe as possible. Like, we're in no danger at the moment, so I'll do that. And then we'll get our third Quiver Dance off. Alright, so this gives us... honestly, I don't even think I needed the speed. I think originally, before I realized that Quiver Dance would come in at the level it does, I had Calm Mind set, so... There's a knockoff. That was definitely a thing that I was like concerned about. So he's got enough defense down and everything. I should just be able to Drain Kiss this guy. That'll give me health back that I don't really need, but it's safe and does the job, so... That'll put us at full health, which we shouldn't need because we should just outspeed and one-shot the rest of these. But hey, you know, why not be safe just in case a weird thing happens. Alright, we're gonna switch to Dazzling Gleam because some of these do have enough defense, like special defense and health, that I need the extra damage off of the move, so this should be enough to get each of these. Again, all this is hoping the calcs are right, because if calcs are right, then we should be good. Some of these I have some really, really close percentiles of it, like a low roll just barely getting some of these, but this one's pretty straightforward. This one is very clear cut for most of this. One thing I do want to note is that I didn't mess with the IVs on the Pokemon because that's something you can't really change. So some of these do have some really low IVs on stats that I would prefer to have a better IV on them, but it is what it is. 'Tis the Nuzlocke. Doth it be. On anybody else, but they'll surely get something here soon. Okay. There's the first one down. Again, that one is pretty straightforward and pretty cut and dry for the most part. Next one, I believe, is also pretty straightforward. I think it can get a little bit spooky in the very beginning, depending on how things go and if we get any like weird crits, but just hoping everything's good. Alright. So first things first, we need to switch Scrim into the front. Now, Scrim is not doing any fighting here. Unfortunately, Scrim taking 1x damage from rock damage is, apparently that's too much, even though I have high defense. It's just too much to handle. So that's why we have Leafeon, which makes me very glad that I didn't touch the Eevee that I had from way long ago. Everything should be good here, so long as you have spikes. That's the only thing that Scrim is doing, is putting down the spikes. Leafeon, you are already set up. Alright. So this one was definitely one that took me a little bit as well to figure out. I went through a lot of Pokemon. Because the problem was that I either couldn't find one that could sustain multiple hits and multiple turns throughout the entire fight and like actually take them down and work for all of them, or they could sweep through, but because of Sturdy, I couldn't figure out a way to get them down in one turn and not turn around and hit me back. I also needed something that could stand being up against Relicanth, which was a whole nother issue because it's part water. and choosing special attacks rather than there were so many things in this one. So I looked at multi-hit moves. I couldn't find one that worked for that. I almost had one in Alolan Exeggutor, but I can't get Bullet Seed on Alolan Exeggutor. I would have had to have done it when it was Execute, and that was a time long past. I had already evolved it, and it was over, so that knocked that one out. I couldn't get a good one for like anything else that did enough damage or was strong enough. So next week we take a little bit of damage, we should be fine. Okay, so now we're going to switch in Sprout here. Okay. Now, a fun part about this, I actually figured out how Synthesis works. And it works a lot better than I thought it did, and I wish I knew in earlier parts of the game, because I probably utilized it. The Synthesis is half of my HP. Oh, they missed me, didn't they? That actually makes this a little bit easier. So what we're going to do is we're going to Sunny Day. Sunny Day takes that half and makes it so that it is 2/3 of my health. The other big thing is that if I get hit by like Yawn, the sunlight will keep me from actually going to sleep, which is a huge boon. I think I need 2 sword stances. Yeah, so we're going to do 1 sword stance. And then we'll probably need to... Yeah, so I've got Leaf Guard, which helps me with that. I need 1 more sword stance. Now we should be good here. I am going to heal. I don't think I need it, but again, I have a turn to do it, and it's just kind of a safety net just in case something doesn't go quite to how I thought it would. This will be the last turn of sunlight next, so we can basically bypass all the yawns. All right. Leaf Blade. This one, easy down 4 times. This one's not the issue. I think the issue came in primarily with the Sturdies, and one Pokemon I think just had like a lot of defense or something. Alright, so as you see, the Spikes takes off a little bit of health, so therefore Sturdy can't work because they are not at full health. Leafy Blade. And then Golem goes down. That's one of the Sturdies. Lycanroc is their ace. No Sturdy, but I think this one was a problem for a lot of the Pokemon that I was trying to get through. They just either didn't do enough damage to Lycanroc specifically, or it was just too much of a danger for Lycanroc to hit them with a Z move that it was not good. it was just a bad time. Alright, some other Pokemon will be leveling up here soon too, probably. Carbink was also one that was just very tanky, and trying to make sure that it went down before it did something weird was important, because I think this one has defensive moves on it. Don't want that. Alright, Carbunk. See you later. Yeah, Probopass. I think Probopass was the other one with Sturdy, if I'm not mistaken. Probopass is he's a thorn in my side. I feel like I see him so often in the Elite Four at this point, and he is always a problem. He's always got like a Thunderbolt or something weird that just makes him just a right pain to just have him even appear on the field. But this was very straightforward. Again, not too bad. The next fight is the one that I am slightly concerned about. because that's the one where we use Eradicate, and there's a lot of like 50-50 of what moves get used when and where. I'm hoping that me giving it Protect is the thing that it needs to allow it to bypass, or at least like manipulate the AI just a little bit. So if I can manipulate that just a tad. Then I should be able to get past it. Okay. So let's get Cheekster up in the front. We're gonna give a quick heal to Scram. Shouldn't need them in this fight, but there's no reason for me to not do so. Heavy Potion. Old Scram. Cheekster should be Protect, Crunch, Taunt, and Sword Stance. Yep. Give it a quick Savaruni again, just to make sure. Ooh boy. Alright. It is a little different that they just have their, like, you know, kahunas or like gym leaders or whatever as their Elite Four members. Like, you're refighting, but you're not refighting because they did trials, so it's technically different, but same people is, I don't know, it's just a little weird. Okay. So, Cheekton Maximus here. The starting Pokemon was a little weird, being Sableye, because there was not a lot in the way of weaknesses. We're actually going to be using something that is not technically a good move to use against it, but works out well enough. The typing that it has is Go to Dark, which at one point didn't have a weakness, but has a fairy weakness. I couldn't make that work. I definitely tried. I was like, oh, well, if I just knock out Sableye, then I don't have Confuse Ray to worry about, and it just didn't work out like that. So the idea here is that we're either going to get hit with Fake Out or Confuse Ray. And the second I believe that is either used up its Fake Out, or it is attempted to use Confuse Ray and failed, it's basically doesn't have an option. But I don't know if it's going to use Confuse Ray first or Fake Out. I'm hoping if it's Confuse Ray first that it will be so drawn into the factor of I've really got to get this rat confused that it will just keep using it, and then Taunt will basically wipe out the rest of what's going on here. However, if they use Fake Out first, Protect just prevents that, and then we're good. Now, it's only the first use of Protect. We're going to use it again later. Okay, so it did use the Fake Out. This is the better scenario. That means it doesn't have any Fake Out to use, and it's almost assuredly going to use Confuse Ray, which is why we brought Taunt. Yeah, and then it can't use Confuse Ray. Now, I believe because it's a taunt and not a move set issue, it shouldn't switch here. I think it's just going to pick one of the moves that fails to work, basically, and just do that. Now, taunt doesn't give us a lot of turns, but we should be able to Sword Stance twice. Okay, yeah, so it's going to use Fake Out and just fail. Because Fake Out should technically work, it's just... you know, it doesn't work after it's used at that first turn, obviously. Alright, we're going to do a second Sword Stance. That'll fail out. Taunt goes away after this turn, so that's... yeah, that's why we can't go any further, because if we waited any longer, we would be stuck possibly getting confuse rate. I could technically taunt again, but I don't think I need it. I think this is enough attack no matter what, so either this works or it doesn't. So we outspeed, get a crunch through. It's enough attack for save alive. Okay, so Frostlass is the other one that I wanted the Protect for. Because Frostlass runs a similar situation where I don't know if it's going to just try to straight up Blizzard me, or if it's going to Confuse Ray. No matter what, though, I want to kind of treat it like the Fake Out situation and just let it do whatever it does the first move, and then let it run into the AI of like, oh, I should really confuse this Pokemon. But it may just spam Blizzard, and that would not be my favorite. That's also why we have a Lumberry on, because whether if it's a freeze or a confuse situation, I can at least get past that once. Okay, so it's trying to use Confuse, right? I mean, it's possible it still switches here, but I think... Okay, so it did do Blizzard here. 59 is about 30% of our HP, give or take. A little bit more than 30%. Okay, so that's not too bad. So one of the reasons I don't like getting that Blizzard here is I don't know how much damage we're going to be taking from Driftbloom. Because it has the Aftermath ability, so we literally just take free damage because it fainted. I don't like that, but... now Frostlass is the only thing that outspeeds us, so these will just be good here. So we pretty much have this fight down. It's just going to be a matter of I don't know if Cheekster actually survives the Aftermath or not. Palisand is good. And then the big question mark here of, do I lose a Pokemon already? Crunch out. Down. Aftermath. It's close. If we had been crit by the Blizzard and knocked any lower, we would have been gone. Honestly, a crit Blizzard would have had us like right at the edge of dying, to be honest. Okay, so we don't lose anybody there, which is good, because this is a Pokemon that I can use later as a sacrifice swap. Which can become very important with how the next two fights go. Now the logistics for the next fight in the flying one, though, very different. Very, very, very different. Let's go ahead and switch this around to a heal. So Scram's going to be up in the front. I need to get a heal for Cheekster. Hyper Potion. And I need to use PP Max on a Roost. Because Roost is going to be incredibly important for a few different reasons / fights. So I need as much use as I can out of that, or otherwise I'm almost certain I'll probably run out before I'm done using it. Now Scram. Let me make sure I gave you Aerial Ace. You need the Metronome specifically. You need Aerial Ace. I think this is where I forcibly have to lose spikes, and I'm not happy about it. Yeah. So as much as I would really, really like to keep spikes, I need Swords Dance. And literally every other move that is on his roster here. Without agility, I'm not fast enough to do sweeps later on in the fight. Roost, absolutely necessary because I won't have the health. And then Aerial Ace is important because of the amount of damage that it does and the factor that it's at least an accurate move. I don't know that Scrim has like any other like fully accurate moves. Oh, the ads are going to start in the middle of this? Oh, heck no. Absolutely uncalled for. It's fine. Whenever the ads happen, I'm probably going to just like take a small break. And just let them run for 3 minutes. We'll just chat. Oh, I'm really worried about this fight. The logistics on this fight is really weird. And I really don't want to lose any Pokemon before we get to the champion. Okay. Scrim, you are in the front. You have your metronome. I just checked your abilities. I know I'm like over worried about this, but yeah. How it goes. Let's do this. Oh, you didn't actually use your Lumberry because she used Blizzard on you, huh? Let's give a Citrus Berry to Cheekster. I think that's probably better than a Lumberry currently. I don't know that I need you for this fight at all, but I would prefer something over nothing. So, this fight literally starts with a mild mirror match. There's a lot of chance that's going to occur based on how much defense the first Skarmory decides to give itself within the first couple of turns here. So what we're going to need to do here is we need to give ourselves agility, because we need to be the first one that goes through on these turns, for one. For two, I need to have the speed so that I can actually hit the rest of the Pokemon on this team before they hit me. Otherwise, I will take too much chip damage and lose Skarmory. On that note, I need 3 Swords Dances. If my health drops low enough, I will need to Roost, because I want to keep ahead of the damage that they are doing. Swords Dance number 2. Now, one of the weird things about this is I'm actually banking on best case scenario, if possible, is that they get 1, just 1 defense boost. If they get multiple, I can still kind of make it work. It takes longer, it gets scarier. But they have to have at least 1, or I end up in a bit of a pickle. This is one of the reasons why we need so much Roost, is because we may have to Roost out the fight a little bit until it gets at least 1 defense boost. Now, the reason I want to have her defense boost is because we're using Metronome, which is an item that when held increases the damage of a move that gets used repeatedly, which is also one of the reasons why we have Aerial Ace, which does a little less damage. I want this to be a situation where I use 3 hits to advance to the next Pokemon. Fly would do too much damage, so I'd only use it twice, and it's not quite enough to cover the increase that I need. And doing Aerial Ace twice here is also not good. Fly is also not fully accurate, so I don't want to use that. As you can see, there's a chance that it gets a defense boost, and I would have thought it would have gotten one by now. Alright, I missed that one, so we'll just agility. And we've got enough setup moves that I can kind of wait it out a little bit. But I really don't want to mess with it too much. Can you get a defense boost already? Once it has one, like, then we're pretty good. The biggest problem with it is that it could literally just wait and then go back to back to back and get a bunch of defense boosts at the same time, and then I have to kind of recalculate where we are at. Dude, you've got to give me... You got to get yourself a defense boost. My fella, my guy. Ooh, buddy. The other thing with Roost is, like, I can't just spam it straight up because I A, don't want to run out, and B, I need to keep my health high enough that I can just do back-to-back Aerial Aces. My guy, you are so inaccurate. Please. Please. The chance isn't that low. It really, really isn't that low. My guy. He's just not going to give himself a single defense boost, is he? Like, Steel Wing is like a, I don't know, it's like a 30% chance, I think. I thought. Oh, I mean, if he misses 80 times in a row, he might run out of PP for Steel Wing before he even gets his defense boost, and that's going to be a little awkward. There we go. Thank you. All right, this is where we can start taking off. I just hope it doesn't decidedly give itself a defense boost turn after turn after turn. We should have enough health to take a couple hits. Didn't get a defense boost there is very good. Alright, so here's a weird health percentile that I think she starts considering giving it a healing item. Extra defense isn't the best. I don't know if we take it out with an extra defense boost here. But I think we have to kind of commit. Okay, it did go down. I think we got a good roll there. But with 3 turns of that, we are metronomed up to the heavens with our 3 sword stances and way more agility than I imagined we would have used. We're not going to do any healing because we just need to hit these and be done. Mandibuzz should... Okay, Mandibuzz was the scariest one. Mandibuzz was literally the one that I wasn't sure if we would take it down in one hit, and had a bunch of moves that could really screw us up, confuse us, so on and so forth. The rest of these should be okay. Toucannon has a weird situation, but we have enough health that I'm not worried about it. Basically, it's like Burning Beak move or whatever the heck it is. I said I was going to break when ads came through, but apparently I lied. I was just too in the heat of the moment. I'm gonna drink some water while that finishes up. So the other thing to work around is that Toucannon can basically burn us. Just because it's prepping a move. And if Toucan can burn us with a move prep, basically that cuts our attack, so I needed to make sure I had enough attack to work past that, and that at this stage I had enough health that I wasn't going to lose to burn damage before I finished like the last couple of guys. See, there it is. Even though it's not faster than me, it gets to do that prep first. So I'm going to get burned, which is going to cut my attack, which is not my favorite thing. I think because we have 3 swords dances and let's see here, 3, 4, 5 stages of metronome, I don't think there's a problem on these last 2 Pokemon. Oricorio is also one that I was scared because I had to make sure that we were faster than Oricorio, because a fire move from that would just offed us immediately. A special fire move on Scrim Scram is bad. I need to remember to get rid of that burn afterwards too, not just heal. Crobat. The biggest thing for them was just speed, but you know, getting 3 agility, I don't think I'm slower. I'll crit assured that one as well. Okay. Okay. That was actually pretty clean. I was very concerned because there wasn't that defense buff for a very long time, and I thought I misremembered something and that I messed up, but we got through. That was a nice clean run for this one. This one was a weird logistics that like the numbers really needed to align, or else this could have been a lot tougher of a fight. So like if this Skarmory on her side decided to get like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 defense buffs before I even started my damage or whatever, it would have been a matter of like, do I have enough PP and Aerial Ace? You know, am I gonna be healing for too long? I lose my metronome stack, so then I need to make sure that it gets down low enough, but not that it's getting full restored with all those defense stacks. Like there was so much to worry about. Just so much to worry about. Now, the last fight, I could not put together a sweet Pokemon. I don't care how much I looked. The variance between the mons that this guy has is easy as all I heard. This guy, I don't know. I literally will be doing a lot of switching. I am unsure of how he's going to switch. I am unsure of how a lot of this fight is going to go. So I need to restore a little bit of our move pool here. Aerial Ace is going to get replaced, so I don't care about that. Those I don't really care about. You're not going to get more than like an attack off probably in this fight. You are going to be about the same way. Cheekster, I expect about the same there. You have not been used. You have not been used. Okay. Let's get a quick heal situation going on here. It's one of the first like status removals we've had to use. Okay. And you will get one more level, or a few of you get one. Because 58 is our cap for this fight. Slowly taking my time here. I really don't want to accidentally overlevel anybody. Like the last thing that I need right now. Okay. Everybody's 58. Everybody's holding an item. I do want to double check what their items are because I think Citrus Berry on you 3 sounds good. Expert Belt on you. Probably not the best. Scrim Scram with Metronome is also not my favorite. Where is... I'm gonna have to look this real fast. So I don't think I considered Scrim Scram having... Tell you what, let's give Scrim Scram the expert belt. I need to find a new item for you. Is this by type? Do I have like a fairy boosting? This would be a good, like, placement for me to have. I didn't even think about that, actually. Some of these Pokemon could have really used like a survive with 1 HP. I don't think I have one of those, though. I don't know if I can even get that before we are, like, champion. Quick Claw doesn't really help. I don't have one that boosts fairy moves, it doesn't look like. Oh, I do. Ooh, I do have a Pixie Plate. Okay. Because I think if I do anything with this Pokemon, they're probably going to get like one move off and then probably get obliterated. So, do as much damage as you can, Captain. Sprout. I think you are about the same. You will probably get like one move off. And then that will be that will be your legacy. I could teach you Protect. I don't know if I can give you anything with priority, maybe. Because that might be like the only other thing that you could possibly do is just weirdly have high priority. But I'm not seeing anything like that. Depending on who it is, I could maybe Toxic. Solar Beam. You know what? Yeah, let's give you... Let's give you Toxic instead of Swords Dance. And you'll notice I have Toxic on a lot of people in this one. It's literally just like if it's a Hail Mary and I'm gonna have to like do a just like a survive as long as I can situation. I would like to be able to do what I can to help out the rest of my team survive. I don't think you survive a hit to actually use Synthesis. And if you did use Synthesis, it probably would have backfired anyway. Is there anybody you could actually survive? Flying, no. Flying, no. Rock will be hopefully gone. That's gonna be a weird one. That's probably not good. Who's your last one again? Hello? Last Pokemon? Ooh, yeah, and that also won't be good. Okay, so yeah, I don't think Synthesis actually works for you because you will kind of have like a turn to do a thing. And that's it. So we're just going to give you Protect because that might just give me a better understanding of the move that it's trying to do. And that's about it. And now Mr. Good Boy. I think you're still best off with your Citrus Berry. Because depending on how things go, you may not have a problem with HP, but you may or may not. I don't really know. Alright. We're gonna give it a save just like that. And it's champion fight, baby. This is our determining fight. Either we win this, we're 3-time champs, or I have to really suck up all that planning time. This one's gonna be hard fought. This one is not straightforward. This one is not a sweep. This one I am concerned about. I'm going to be positive about this. I think we can still possibly pull it off, but this one will be hard fought. This will not be like the sweeps of past. All right. Okay. Me and my dead stare. Cheeks will be clapped either way. Oh, don't say that about Cheekers. he might get clapped either way though, to be honest. Oh, you're gonna take your glasses off just for me? Wow, buddy. Oh, you put them back on, never mind. Alright, so Lycanrock's a weird one. So what we need to do this first turn is we have to have agility. We need to get ahead of whatever this guy's doing. Oh, he missed the first attack. That's very heavily in our favor, actually. I did not... Gosh dang it. I would have loved that luck. I didn't switch its attack. I'm supposed to have Steel Wing, not Sword Stance down there, and I need to have Fly and Aerial Ace. I was so worried about other stuff. Gosh dang it. Well, I'm glad I saved. As we probably won't get as lucky next time around. That really sucks. I guess I need to go back and double check. I double checked a bunch of Pokemon that I didn't need to change their stuff on, possibly, but I didn't double check the one that I actually needed to change moves on. Great, my favorite. You need... God, I would love to have that kind of RNG. There's no way that's going to happen this time around, though. Because this one I need to actually be a stronger move by default. And I need you to have Steel Wing for Lycanrock. Lycanrock. Ooh, that boy the rock. Gosh dang it. Is there anybody else that messed up their move full on? You should be fine, you should be fine. I checked yours. You two are fine. I updated yours. I don't think I checked if I could give you a different move. Since I'm here, I might as well. But I think you're just going to use a fairy move and then to go away and be sad, so... yeah, I don't think I need to do anything with yours. Gosh dang it. I knew I was going to forget something at some point. Of course, it's like... on a good... a good lucky start. That was the game telling me to screw off. Because the Stone Edge move that it's using is incredibly strong, and it's only got like 80%, like 80 accuracy for it. So there's like a really good chance that it misses, but it's the NPC using it, so therefore there's a really good chance that it just always hits with it. So the factor that it missed is wild to me, actually. All right, guy, let's try this again. My bad. But yeah, so Stone Edge is the reason why agility and roost are so important for this fight. Agility keeps us ahead of the moves that it's doing, and allows us to do roost first, which drops our flying type for the turn. Now, dropping the flying type for the turn, Steel Stealth Rock. That was. I was hoping we actually wouldn't see that. Stealth Rock is going to be doing a lot of damage to our Pokemon throughout the fight, a lot more than what I'd really like to see. But here we are. I missed. Not my favorite. Ooh, that's bad. Alright. But yeah, dropping the flying type with Roost is basically going to just straight up allow us to be resistant rather than taking normal damage from Stone Edge. Stone Edge only has 5, so that's number 2. So we can basically heal through that until it either misses and we can get an attack, or it is gone and we use something else here. Okay. Stone Edge 3. As you can see, it's doing just way less damage. Now, unfortunately, we can't just not Roost and try to do an attack because, oh, it didn't do a lot of damage there. Because we have our flying type back, and as you saw with the first crit, it does a lot. So that was number 4. And he missed, so we're actually okay to do a damage move here. We actually hit. Ooh, 1 shot. Okay, good. That leaves us at full health. That's very good. Now, I do fully expect Magnezone here because it's one of the few things that has a special effective... Why do I keep saying that? A super effective move here. Now, the bonus here is that it's going to be an electric move, and we can just straight swap over to Haru. Now, we don't want Haru to get a special defense down here. If we get a special defense down here, things are not great. So I'm going to Earthquake. We are going to be slower because we are who we are. Flash Cannon. That was a critical hit. That's incredibly bad. I'm actually really glad that we gave ourselves a Citrus Berry. We didn't get the special defense down. Alright. So this is why I wanted Spike still, because this guy has Sturdy. And this would have just been him being down, but not now. Okay. So, based on past interactions, they will either do the healing item or they will just switch them. Under the fact that they can't KO me without a crit, I'm not sure. If they can waste one of their heals here, I would be cool with that. They did not. Okay. Okay, they didn't crit me twice in a row, which is actually quite good. Alright. Alright, so Magnezone is down. So we've got 2 of their mons down. This is good so far. Ninetales, huh? So I don't think Haru has enough health to really pull anything off here. I think we're probably just going to go down. We'll probably have to sacrifice Haru to get a clean swap into Arcanine, especially because Stealth Rock is out there. If I can get off a move, I would probably say let's just Earthquake, but I doubt that we'll... Yeah. Not today. Hi, Haru. Alright. So this is where Arcanine is going to switch in. I take way too much damage from Stealth Rock. I hate it. It's horrible. Okay, so Ninetales is faster than us, so what we're going to need to do is actually preempt getting frozen. Didn't get frozen, which is good, which means we can Flame Wheel. Ooh, you're going to use a healing item this time, aren't you? Just in case they don't. Alright, they did. Alright, so we're going to get extreme speed out. Basically, I was just trying to beat them from using a move before us, but it is what it is. They use Safeguard? Really? Okay. I need to remember the Safeguard is up so I don't try to Toxic anything, but that means that we're not going to take any extra damage on Arcanine, which is pretty good. Who's Snorlax? Okay. Snorlax into this, he almost assuredly would use high horsepower. So this is actually a good chance to switch in Scrimscram at full health. Scrimscram's going to take the stupid Stealth Rock damage. I hate it. Alright, this is good. Now for Snorlax, what did I put down for this? I don't think it's anything crazy. I think I just need to use Fly until he goes down. Like, I could maybe Agility to try and get that ready now, but I don't need it for Snorlax, so let's just try to get damage in where we can. Hopefully we don't miss a bunch of times, because this will... is that a 3 or... I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and do another Fly. Alright, I think Safeguard is gone, so if we need to do poisons or anything, that's back on the table. No, that looks like 3. It's actually not too bad. Ugh, defense down. I don't like that. We're gonna Roost, just because if we miss Fly and we take a Crunch afterwards, I don't know how that plays out, actually. The extra health will help us stay a little bit safer. I think this is okay. Let's go ahead and get a Fly out. Ooh, buddy. Alright, and down. Okay. Okay. The worrisome Pokemon still hasn't come out, which is Braviary. Decidueye, huh? How do we want to do this? I want to say we... Agility? Okay, so it's going to use Spirit Shackle. Oh, that was a lot. Is that a physical move? Oh god, because we have defense. Oh, shoot. I forgot we have defense down. No, 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 no. Don't like that. Okay, he does have all physical moves. Me being out right now is actually very, very bad. How much damage was that? Like how much damage actually was that? 108 to this is about 80, so that's more than what I can heal. I think I have to go for a Fly here. I used Agility, so I'm faster. I usually would like to heal in this scenario so that I don't miss and have a bad time. Oh, we hit. Good, good, good. Please take it out. Please take it out. Oh, thank God. Okay. Alright, Braviary's the last one here. I kept the agility. I don't know if... Unless it tailwinds, I should be faster. So, tell you what, let me try to roost. Because this isn't going to be a... He isn't going to have like a super effective or anything. This will be... Okay, so he tailwinded here. I'm gonna say let's... Either we... I don't know if he's going to attack. I mean, he's faster than me now, so I mean, there's a very good chance that he does do that. If he... Well, I guess if he attacks, have the defense down, I would want the health, if anything. This shouldn't do a lot. We out-heal that, at least. Him being damaged by recoil is actually very good for us. Now, he does outspeed us currently because he has Tailwind, but that is okay. That much damage... Do we just try to roost again? Get ourselves like up to full before we start doing anything, or do we try to do like a fly and do a little damage and then we'll roost the next turn? Because that wasn't that much, right? That was like let's see here. Can I check that real quick? We did Tailwind. And then we were at 90. Come on, me, make a decision. I'm trying to watch the VOD while I'm playing the game. I didn't catch the numbers and I was stupid to not do that. I'm so flustered right now. Because this guy really, like, damages the heck out of my team. Like, the rest of my team, like Skarmory is somebody I really don't want to lose right now. Come on now, me. Man, could you imagine watching somebody like me taking all this time to make one decision? Like it's important or something? Disgusting. Alright, there we go. 90. And it did... Down to 44, so that was about 46 points of damage. Okay. 46 points of damage... That's low enough that I could just do fly here. Because... that was... quite a bit, actually, wasn't it? Alright, let's see what happens here. Alright, Seeded Viper again. That was pretty good damage. Tailwind is gone, so I think we're back to being first in the damage here. Or the speeds. Let's roost. Let's see if it tries to set up Tailwind again. Alright, looks good. Alright, they set up Tailwind again. Since we have full health, let's go ahead and prep a fly. I like that it's giving itself recoil. That's really good. This is actually working... Oh, I missed. Oh, I just straight up missed. Oh, there's Whirlwind. Okay. Now it's time to get weird. Sprout. We're still waiting out Tailwind. So we're definitely not going to hit right now, so let's just protect to kind of force that timer a little bit. Alright, Tailwind is gone. They might try to set up again. I don't know for sure. I think the best thing I can do here is probably just throw Toxic on it if it'll let us, but yeah, I had a feeling this might be the case. Here it goes. Yeah, bye-bye. Sorry. Okay, I kind of want to hold off on putting Scram in. Let's put in Good Boy. It doesn't have Tailwind up, which means there is like a chance that we outspeed this. Let me double check here. You at that. Do we outspeed you right now? No, they are speed trained, so we do not. So we're gonna go for extreme speed. It should do some okay damage. I don't know if it will. Oh, what do you mean full restore? You've been saving those. You're a sick man. You know what? Oh, why are we faster? I don't understand. Oh, did you use Whirlwind? Really? Ooh, that was the perfect time to use Toxic. So, if it keeps doing this Whirlwind thing off and on, the Toxic will actually stack more and more damage each turn and will make it harder and harder for it to actually survive. This might be just enough. I planned on not being able to do much. You're just going to Dazzling Gleam. Just get some damage in there. Ooh, that was good damage for not being. You're gonna go away now. I'm sorry. I didn't think you were gonna survive that one. Okay. Recoil on that. Oh, you're so close. Good boy. Extreme speed. Oh, not you. You're dead. Sorry. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Get in there. Yeah, that's a good boy. That's a good boy. It's a lot of damage, but it's fine. Extreme speed. So much priority. There's so much priority here. You have another full restore? You're a sick man. No, I'm probably not going to survive this one. No. Nope. Alright, okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have the defense down, which puts us in a better way here. Let's try to roost. Just to get our health back up. I thought for sure we had that right there. Oh, stop whirlwinding. You're so rude. I don't know if I survive a move from this or not, to be completely honest. So I'm wondering if it's better for me to change to Scram. Let me see here. How much health does Scram have right now? He's full. Would take a decent bit from that, and a hit wouldn't be too bad. He would probably have to heal. And then I would just slowly be taking extra damage on Cheekster, which is not the best. How much PP is in Brave Bird? Is there lots of the minute PP? It's got 15. It's actually a little more than I was hoping for. I can't imagine he has another full restore. Tell you what, let's try to stall this guy a little bit. You whirlwinded again. You've got me officially confused. That was a little less damage than I thought we would take, so that's not bad. You try to whirlwind again? Are you just trying to, like, whirlwind back and forth to use the passive thing to... What? Alright, I'm gonna put a small bet that it might try to do that again. If it does, I'm gonna crunch it. If it doesn't, well, you know. Brave Birded this time. Okay. I could have protected, oh well. And yeah, I kind of figured you'd go down. Alright, it's a lot of recoil damage, my guy. Alright, I think we win this. Unless he full restores again. I think if we just... Oh, are you out of... You might be out of Brave Bird. Oh no, he's still got it. Connect. Oh. Boys. Oh, boys. We are champions. Boys, we got the last Pokemon. We're champions. We're freaking winners. Oh, jeez. Mom needs to find a new partner. Yeah, it ain't this guy no more. This guy's a loser. Who do you think? He thinks he's gonna be my daddy? I'm his daddy now. Oh my gosh. Third try. You know, I was so scared of this run so many times. The first two attempts were horrendously scary in the very beginning of the game and was setting me up for feeling like we were just going to have the hardest time. There were a lot of specific trials and stuff that I was very concerned about. And, you know, we ended up coming up with the right strategy, with just the right Pokemon to get just the right way through those. That I don't even think they would have been as easy as what they would have been with different Pokemon by any means. We fought our way all the way up here. I freaking planned my brains out. And it still came this close. It still came this close. But I planned my freaking brains out for like days. I did the hard planning yesterday in the evening. I did a lot of planning all throughout today. Like, I literally woke up today and was like, I gotta plan or I'm not gonna get to this run. I'm not gonna get to the finish of this run in time. It's gonna take me forever. Oh my goodness. Everybody played their roles so well. Oh. I didn't even know how close to the wire was going to be. I knew I might have like a sacrifice Pokemon or two, but like it was... You are Alola's first ever champion. That's right. Everybody else in the world suck. If they told you that, they lied. They just confirmed with me I'm the one. Oh man. That's so good. Oh man. Alright, I'm gonna wait for this to turn a little bit. I want to see if I can get I want to try and get Skarmory behind me, because Skarmory was by far the big savior of this run. Like, really, like, set up one run, handled an entire run or an entire fight, and then just beat the heck out of that last champion fight. In and out and in and out. Perfect. Oh, that's the perfect. That's perfect. That's where I need it. Perfect. Perfect screenshot. It's the perfect screenshot. I got it. It's right here. beautiful. Skarmory in the background. Oh my gosh. I'm just so happy. Oh, I got the stamp of approval. Yeah, wait till the world finds out that I took Raticate into the Elite Four for my Nuzlocke. Get the cursor off the screen. Disgusting. Yeah, baby. You've grown so much. Yeah, I have. I'm the most grown person you've ever seen grow. Man. Y'all got beat by a rat. And then all three women go, a rat! Oh my god, where? Never mind, don't worry about it. Hollow would act like he's not afraid of the rat, but definitely like have that like smiling face while dancing around like, ooh, this is a rat. Oh man. Are they gonna make me do this like post Elite Four fight situation again like they've been doing in the other games? So they're like, hey, no, it's a celebration, all this stuff, and then somebody I haven't talked to in like a hot minute or fought or anything is just like, hey, how about one last battle? And I go, you shut your stupid mouth. The rat-eyed date. I don't know if I'd go that far. You did a good job, buddy, but we're just friends, you know. In the end, they're just friends. I wouldn't say it was anything more than a real close friendship, you know. Just really close friends. I love how the whole thing happens on the top of a mountain, and I just go back home on this like little stand, and I have to basically just stand here and let people run up to me and go, wow, you're a champion, that's crazy. And then they just leave as more people, wow, you're a champion, that's crazy. He's a winner. They don't want to date losers, you know. Hey man, in the world of Raticate, that Raticate is prime pickings, top notch. Yeah, celebrate holiday. Don't you tell me that my celebration's a battle with. Don't you make me face that kid. Oof. Bro, you can totally come out. We're well past the phase of you being an ultra brooder. Get out here. Don't you walk away. You little. I'm too cool and dark and mysterious for this. Shut up. Shut up, kid. I saved your mom. Get out here. Oh, Nanu's hiding in the back? Why? Why are you creeping? Why is he creeping? Look at him back. Why is he creeping? Nanu! Just come join us. Quit butting up against a tree. You're being a freak. Thank you for stop being a freak. God. You big weirdo. Oh, thanks for coming up and smiling and then just doing a wave off. Real kind of you. I still prefer that over you creeping in the shadows doing your stick the butt out dance. Man, you know, we got this done, and I don't like do we take a break from Pokemon to hit up Spooky Month? Cause like it is like right on the cusp of October, and I thought that there was like a chance that we would still be like, I don't want to say stuck, but we would still be like within this run during October, depending on how the last couple of fights went. Didn't know if we were going to be able to do Spooktober properly without me just like putting this game on pause, which, you know, it's so close. I would have hated to do that. I wasn't necessarily prepared for Spooktober to happen, because I had just been thinking about Pokemon. But we might take a month where we try to do some spooky stuff. I don't know if there's any like spooky Pokemon stuff for me to do really, so maybe we could sneak out for a second and visit the ruins of oh, I mean, sure. It's just a festival going on. Let's go just leave. Yeah, whatever. It's just my party. You know, you're just celebrating me. No, it's fine. No, I didn't want cake. No. Oh, slowly roasted meats are on the menu. No, I didn't want that either. No, I'd be fine. Yeah, like I don't know if there is like horror like Pokemon stuff that like I don't want to play something ultra scuff, you know, but I also don't want to play something that's like, oh, well, it's a Pokemon game, but the topic material is kind of dark, because I don't think that's the same for Spooktober, you know. But I don't know what specifically I would play. I mean, I could try going and playing the new Silent Hill, because that is fresh. Nebby brought us together. Okay, yeah. Sure, Lily. Let's go. I mean, I'm sure there's a number of other ones. There's a few games that I got that are like horror type games that I haven't actually fully played or started really that I might consider. The only problem is that some of them are intensely anxiety inducing. And when you're watching it, it's not quite so bad, but when you're playing it, ooh man, I remember the first time I tried to play one of them. I was like, I don't know that I could do this on stream, because I need to listen to the sounds and I need to pay attention 24/7, and reading chat and hearing alerts and whatever else sounds like bad time for me. Sounds like a real bad time for me. I'm sure it'd be real fun for everybody else, but it's been a while too though, so I might have mellowed out a little bit on that stuff, because a lot of that like I've really mellowed out on, so maybe more viable nowadays. Also, Lily, I mean, I know some stuff started with this guy, but we've literally already kind of like ran across this place before, seen this guy like face to face. This isn't that bad. We've gone through a lot more. Wait. What? Why did you heal my Pokemon to say thank you to the rock? Excuse you? Why did I need to have my Pokemon healed? What is happening? It is time. He just punched me in the mouth. The man just said it's time and punched me in the mouth. I ain't even a Pokemon guy. You can't do that. What do you mean, electric surge? Bro, I don't know. I don't even know what kind of moves you have. Anything. Excuse you. Who the heck do you think you are? You're also level 60. Is it just this? Is she wanting me to go like fight all of these back to back to back? Because I'm not doing that. I don't think there's a real need for it. This is just like right before the credits. I guess this is their version of like, yeah, sure, this is what it is. So you're Electric Fairy, huh? I think we're just gonna switch out to this. Everything okay? Ooh. Is that a physical move? I can't tell. Like the guide gave up on giving me like all the details. This is a physical. It's a special. Great. So I can't even. It's like just around half. All right. Earthquake would do good damage to you. But also, I don't know if I'm going to survive more than like one attack, so... What is this kid's stats? What does this look like? You got like a defense stat? Yeah. Okay, you got like a stat and a stat and like another stat. Okay, yeah. Let's see here. Oh well, if I can get something off, let's just. Ooh, you missed. How'd this do? Yeah, okay, it's fine. See you later, sucker. I don't have enough Master Balls to handle this situation. Wow. And thus, Tapu Koko was dead. What? Oh, it was a big Z. I see. I see. The crystal clatter to the floor at your feet. Tapunium. It says poo. It has the word poo in it. I see. Uh-huh. Oh, I can expand this window, actually. Please. Nope, that can go in. Come on. Here we go. Very good. I think this is the one that's, like, important. Yeah, we'll go ahead and finish out the festival. It'll probably actually give us credits, and then that'll be the, like, the technical end there. The music here sounds like a different video game. It sounds like an area in Legend of Zelda. And then it doesn't for a bit, and then it does. I don't know. I'm sorry. Is this man about ready? Oh, no, they're just... Okay. I thought they were about ready to... Oh, wait, they are doing like a four-way battle. One of these. Yeah, have fun. I hated it. I didn't like that at all, especially not in the Nuzlocke situation. Me just wondering if they were all three just gonna look at my Pokemon and go, kill it. Don't tell me you didn't realize. Come on now. I don't want to hear anybody. Like, this man's always shirtless. Like, the only thing is, like, his eyes are covered a bit, and that's it. He's the only person with that specific beard style going on. It's not like your inhabitants of your islands are extra numerous. You think he was flying in over the weekend? Get out of here. You can hear that? You can hear what? What can you hear? What happened? What'd I do? See, what did I do? What did I do? I don't understand. Of course I'll stay the way I am. I've been the most blank-faced, stared kid ever. Like, why would I change? I don't even have enough emotion to change. Trying to help her understand what she did wrong gently, of course, but she needed someone to scold her. Uh-huh. It sounded like the Zelda music. Ah, okay. Yeah, okay. My brain already moved on. what? What did I do? What sound did I make? I don't remember making any sounds. Oh god. Oh god, please. What did I do? I'm going to... Jeez. Oh god. Those fireworks were like 5 feet in front of us. I know they look like they're in the distance, but the one was in front of the tree that's there. Like, you can see it. Like, they're like right in front of us. We're gonna die. We're dead. Dead to rights. I can play Hades 2 without feeling bad about not planning for Elite 4 fights now. That's good. I've definitely like been like, oh, I don't know, maybe it might do that. No, how? I don't want to hear it from you. I'm a champion? Yeah, that's right. You can call me your dad while you're at it, my guy. Best part is I just moved here. I love when you're a kid that just moved into the area and is like, yeah, I'm gonna literally just like destroy everybody here in Pokemon battles and then just retire probably at the age of 10. It's fine. Oh, the Pokemon! Wow, it's the first time we've ever seen one. That's crazy. Well, I do know that this one is marked as being one of the harder Pokemon games to Nuzlocke, so at least from like the main series. I don't think the hardest, but definitely one of the harder ones, so that is quite good. Celebrate the birth of Alola's first champion lasted until late into the night. And then everybody's bladder was full and they said, ah, crap, gotta go home. Need to make pee-pee. These times in Alola will be my most precious memories. Next day. Yeah? What about the next day? You gonna tell me something happened? Oh no, Mom's gonna stretch out here again. Gosh dang it. And now I wonder what will happen today. Mom, I'm literally the champion. You've already moved on over after one night. Come on, man. What do you mean a disaster? How? What are you on about? Why is this one? The ship is gonna leave. What is he on about? Where are the credits to this game? This has gone on for too long. Why are we? What is happening? Oh, is Lily leaving? Oh. This is your new life. You don't get to leave, son. No, please, let me go. She'd be decided to watch you go, so she wouldn't even come out with me. That's a lot to ask, but forgive her this time, would ya? Okay. Well, now I know why they're freaking out. You didn't tell us. Yeah, you didn't. You can decide to go to Kanto and tell us that you are going to Kanto at the same time. Like 100% you could do both. You could definitely do both. Become a real trainer and meet all kinds of wonderful. Okay, so you're just gonna start your journey over there. Okay. I mean, that's kind of neat. you've already kind of like gone through here and like watched me do all the hard work, so it would probably feel kind of weird if you just did it all over again, right? Not to say the things I wanted to say to you. Oh, what, that you like her? Too bad, Hal. She's my girlfriend. I'm gonna send you a letter, a really, really long one. You better wait. Oh gosh, I don't want a letter from Hal. I mean, I know it's not coming to me, but good lord, I wouldn't want that. Just ramblings and overexcitements and you wouldn't believe. Well, Warren, but it's because this is my most treasured belonging once. Oh, thanks. I'll blank stare you into oblivion, woman. Yeah, go have fun in Kanto. You'll get on the boat, and then I'll look into your eyes, and you'll look into my eyes, and then I'll look into your eyes, and I'll go, no, you can't go. You must come back. Am I gonna wave? Or just gonna stand there? Just eyes wide open. She's leaving now. She said that she will return in the future. Yeah, okay. Aw, Hal's crying. You cried. Yeah, I think I want to go see my Gramps. I gotta get out of here. People aren't waiting for us. It's literally like first thing in the morning. It's fine. People are still at the local cafe getting their breakfast on their island getaway home. Don't even start with me. He knows how it's like to cry because you beat his ass. Yeah. I've been beating this kid's ass for days, weeks even. His body just knew instinctively this is a time to cry, and you cry just like this. Just water just pouring down your cheeks. I mean, like, there's like a solid difference between being beaten by a normal human being and being beaten by the main character, which is it's just this face. Static walking, horrible robotic movements, and just this face. I won the match. As you can see, I beat your Pokemon with my Pokemon. I will now continue my journey. Look into my eyes. I have no soul. I have no soul. Why did you just stomp on the ground? I don't understand. No wonder I'm so weird. My mom's a freak. Oh, what's this? What's in the package? Oh, that we send her away with a stack of photos. You are the champion now. Yep, exactly. That's right, I am the winner. I am the person who beats all of the other trainers around here. They are my bitches. They all now bow down to me and my will. May they forever be able to understand the power that I hold within my grasp, and they shall never, ever, 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 ever do anything to oppose me again. Get your gumshoes out of here. Finally found the credits. They're here. They're right here. Well, I kind of thought I would be stuck, you know, like doing this for a little bit longer. Only 2 hours into stream. That's actually very quick. I guess I did do a bunch of like pre-setup before stream started, so it made it a little quicker. Whoa, Lycanroc, you're gonna have to calm down. Also, I'm pretty sure this chick has a... What, is there a meal in front of you? Because it looks like you just have a cup of ice water. You've got to have like a plate there. I think that's a plate, we just can't see what's on it, which is a crime. We should be able to see what's there. I feel like that's a crime. They are real. Just really likes ice. I mean they might, I guess, but oh, wishy-washy. It's a big fish. Wishy-washy is kind of like a neat concept, that's just like a big swarm of all of the wishy-washy together to make like big super wishy-washy. Very, very interesting concept. It's also kind of neat that like its stats are just like real high, but whenever its health gets low, it separates and spreads apart, and then just becomes the one wishy-washy and is weak again. But like, hey, that might be enough, you know? You may not need that last bit of health at that point. I like what they did with the Alolan Marowak. Very interesting design. We never got to like use it, but we saw a lot of it, so that's fine. We at least got to see it. Ooh, I guess this also means that like, so I guess if I do take a break and we do like Spooktober, you know, stream-a-weens, that will give me a little bit of time to figure out and plan like what we want to do for the next Nuzlocke, because I hadn't actually planned out what the next one was going to be, and I'm actually very unprepared for running the next one, so probably a good thing that it's it's not here just yet either though, because we still have what, another 3 days of September, so I've got a little bit of time to plan up for Spooktober, decide what we're going to do for that. I guess if I can do a little bit, if I spend a little time tonight, I might be able to get a favorites list. Actually, I might actually be able to find a proper like Pokemon tier list by generation that we can do. Maybe do that tomorrow and just chit chat a little bit. Also, I guess is like Zio, if you all are doing anything tomorrow, then I don't know what anybody's got planned up, but if there is anything that we can probably actually do something. I would have joined in today, but I knew I was going to need time to plan, and I mean, I obviously planned until like what, like 5 or 6 p.m. my time from the morning, so I obviously needed every last minute of that, so. But nothing crazy. Just means I don't have anything specific in plan. I could always do a little bit of both too. But yeah, I think I can take some time to do that tonight. I also need to make sure I get my Stream Deck fixed. Make sure that's back up and running. That might just be a matter of rerunning OBS after I've closed it, so that's not terrible. Not sure what plans are for yourself. Yeah. I think that's okay. I think that's fine. So yeah, I'll probably spend a little bit of time tonight doing that. Then I'll look for like a ranking list. See if I can have one available tomorrow. I won't make promises. And then I'll have a few days so we can plan it for Halloween time. All of October, we'll get some spooky games together that we can run on stream here. That'll also give me time to plan for Pokemon. So we might, after credits and everything here, I might just call it. Like, I could switch to another game, but if I'm gonna actually have time to like plan and stuff and everything, then I will probably want to call it early so I can actually look at that a little bit. Otherwise, I will literally stream until it's late, get off, and then regret, and then have to like get up early tomorrow to find that stuff. You know, as much as I hate for it to be a 2-hour stream, like I would like for it to at least go like 3 hours, but like what? I mean, the credits are long. Don't get me wrong, but like I don't know what I'm gonna do for the next like 45 minutes and just 45 minutes. I guess the other option is if I wanted to just play Hades, I could probably turn on Hades and do a terrible job for a little while and then sign off. Oh, what is happening in this? What is happening in this image? Why does he look like he's being cornered? The guy beside him is concerned about his situation, and she is gripping this man's arm. Like, we're talking squeezing. Yeah, Hades 2 got its official release. I stayed away from it up until now because I wanted to at least have its 1.0 status and have like the story and everything else in it and like some of their balancing changes and stuff in. So I am playing that now. It is definitely different to some degree, but I'm enjoying it. It is weird because a lot of it's so much the same, but it's like just different or barely different or like whatever. Like it's enough different that it's not like, oh, I've got the same exact game, whatever. But it's, you know, it's enough to be like, well, I don't know what any of this stuff does. So now I'm relearning everything. I played 18 hours before the first update and it felt good, but decided to wait until after. Yeah, I understand this is probably like a kiss situation, like, oh, he's giving you little puppy kisses, but it also looks like he's about ready to swallow the kid's head whole. Like this does not look like a great situation. Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever, but I think for games like that, unless you're like really wanting to get into the like beta tracking, whatever, like really like play it through the stages, I personally think waiting for that stuff is better. That's why like there's a lot of games nowadays that I won't even get on release because I expect them to be in a mildly beta-like experience on their quote-unquote 1.0 release situation, and I'll let them smooth this stuff out and like change things and get stability on servers and whatever else, and then I'll hop on and play it. But it depends game to game. But not all, a lot of them end up like that though. Oh, that's right. I have. That's right. I have Sol Galeo. I was about to say, oh, Lily's gone off and started her adventure in Kanto with Sol Galeo in tow. Oh boy, I hope I'm strong enough for this gym. And they're like, what the heck is that thing? Excuse you? You said you just started your adventure? Yeah, this is my friend. Oh boy. So glad I got to meet you. How sweet. I have a god. I made a Pokemon. I mean, it's just, it evolved. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Oh boy. Oh, this game is almost 10 years old? Wow. Very good. I did enjoy it. It was very different. I would not want Pokemon to always be like this. I liked it for what it was, but I would not want every game in the series, like the main series, to play like this one. 0%. Interesting, not my favorite. All right. Our Nuzlocke save. Oh, let's see here. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and let's close the game real quick. And where is the music at? Let's move back over here. Zora knows that no matter what I do right now, I'm not really set up for anything that I'm switching to. Was not in my plan roster for that. Honestly, it's late enough, Zio. I'm surprised you're still up. I'm not surprised, but I am. I know it's getting about that point that you would usually tell me that you're I'm dying. I sleep now. I am glad you were here for the last bit of that run though, because that was a real culmination of everything for this. 100%. Let's see. Can I just like search by tags? Like what do I have like a So I don't know that I've got too many horror games sitting around that I think are very good for like stream per se, or like actually like spooky games. I also might be more of a big baby about some of these than what I remember being, so who knows? I think the other thing about half of the horror games is that they require so much, like, they either have a lot of like points where you can kind of like stop and regain like your composure, or they are just like you have to pay attention 24/7 unless you pause, and that's if there is a pause. So I guess like finding a good one can also be kind of rough. I also have to be careful because I'll do survival games and be like, oh, it's a survival horror, it's fine, it's good, it's great. No, it's definitely a horror game. And they're like, no, Kashi, you're just crafting. Oh, my bad. Hi Faye, how you doing? You just end up wrapping up stream? I know you were live at least up until recent. You've had a nice long Saturday. Yeah. Eehee. You're just gonna eehee at me. Was it good at least? Ended 250. Yeah, a little late. Just a wee bit late. Well, I hope it was good. I know you were doing some Jackbox and stuff. Had a really good stream? Oh, that's what I like to hear. I like to hear really good stream. On your way to bed, and how are you doing? I am doing good. We just beat the Elite Four. I finished my Nuzlocke, so I've got 3 wins under my belt. It was hard fought. I'm super happy about it though. Like I am so happy that it only took the 3rd attempt. And honestly, that was the first time like even like getting that far. So that was like 3rd attempt, but I did so little on the first 2. It was like getting that far and actually beating it like just straight up was a beautiful situation. I'm so happy about it. This means that I've like got myself wrapped up so that I can plan for doing games for like Spooktober. I can get some of like the other stuff I want to do going. I do need to figure out what my next Nuzlocke is going to be, of course, but I've got like the full-on availability without something else waiting in the background for me to just like plan and do stuff and all that without feeling like I've left Pokemon sitting on like the bench on the side. So I'm pretty happy about it. But I won't keep you from bed or anything like that. Just happy you were able to stop by and all that jazz.
Thank you, Faye. I appreciate it. I worked really hard.
I did actually work really hard. I actually put in a lot of hours in the past couple of days. The planning for those last couple of fights, like it was... I started getting to points in that planning phase where I was like, oh god, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if there's a win factor on some of these. I'm super scared. but it just panned out at the very end, so some might even say it became a I'm the Pokemon Master. I was the very first Alolan champion. I don't care what the world says. I am the champion. I'm the master of the Pokemon. Oh goodness. But yeah, I was probably going to just spend a little more time here anyways. I want to like wrap up a little early tonight because I need to plan. I want to try and find some like Pokemon favorite tier lists that I can maybe do like tomorrow and then get some other planning done. But I wanted to post chat a little bit, you know, get a little bit of chat time in. Not anything crazy. I know I started really late today, but it wasn't going to be any earlier, to be honest. Yeah, it was nice seeing you too, Faye. Thanks for at least dropping by. I know it's super late for you. Go get some sleep. Hi, Kude. How you doing? Good to see you drop by as well. Oh, man. You know, I could be doing something right about now, actually, that I probably should be doing right about now. Because if I'm going to stop early tonight, then I should probably get somebody to raid out to. Need to see if there's anybody on, or if there's anybody in the community doing stuff right now. Let's see. Spoilery games. Games that I don't know what the heck it is. And competitive stuff. Okay, so maybe not that. Let's see. Let's see what the world of the tags have for us today. Always try 2 time zones of phase long streams are in the way. Wanted to say hi to my favorite shark. Oh, well, I appreciate it, Kure. I'm glad you do. You do a pretty good job of stopping by. I gotta say, I do at least see you drop by like pretty much every stream. So it is good to see, and it's good to at least get to say hi and stuff. You're sorry for long streams. Yeah, I know. Time zones really kills it, though. It really does. I'm sorry I live in America. I'm sorry that... Like, I really made a decision whenever I, like, followed a bunch of streamers and started talking to them and was like, oh, wow, hi. I'm in a terrible time zone to do this situation, but hi, how you doing? You want to be friends? That'd be great. Illegal. Absolutely illegal. The world's too big. Absolutely too big. I'm glad I'm favorite shark. If I ever lose that title, I think it's bad times. I think I've done something very bad at that point. Hopefully that's the case. Classic sharks, they don't think about who they bite. They just bite. Hey. That might be true. It's the thing about sharks. They just bite. And then once they figured out what it tastes like, then they go, okay, we can either be friends, you are now food, or I'm just not interested. Bye. By that point, it's too late. The biting's already happened, but you know. You'd be in big trouble. Maybe. I might be in a little bit of trouble. Just a tad. Okay.
So I know I did just a wee teensy little bite. Just a little chomp, just like, okay, maybe I've got a large mouth and it took a really big chunk out of your body, but for me it's very tiny, and I wanted to say, friendship? Hello?
I don't really know any other sharks, and I don't remember any others, but you're a lovely shark. Well, no competition is okay. That's fine. That's fine. I honestly, I know like a few sharks out there, but like, I think I saw one recently that they were like, I'm a shark. And I was like, oh, I didn't realize. Granted, I can't say too much because aside from me having like the ears and stuff, you don't necessarily look at me and go, nah, that's a shark right there. That's a shark. Cause I don't like have like the atypical like big shark tail in the back. So I know that kind of makes it harder to recognize, but I don't care. I wanted to go slightly different, and I did. Suck that, world. Thank you, Faye. I appreciate you. All the love in the world to you. You do need to go to sleep. I do appreciate talking, but you do have to do the sleepies. And I know, yeah, you go bed, you go sleepies. I know this little bit of things like, I was talking to Kashi, and I'm like, no. All the love in the world.
Mwah, kisses, night night. Go on, get out of here.
I was completely distracted.
Mama, kisses, night night.
Oh goodness. Yeah. If I don't find something specific, we might just raid out to Abby, to be honest, just so that I can get moving. I've got a little bit of time here, but I'm just looking. I'm trying to expand the people that I know and know more people, because I'm horrible about that, to be completely honest. So forcing myself to meet new people and chat with them is something I try to do for myself, at least. But socialization is hard. Let's see. Yeah, that might be about what we do. I'm also just stupidly picky whenever I look at streams. I don't know why. I don't even know what I'm looking for, to be honest. Half the time I'm just like, I wonder. I wonder what this human is like. Also, I see just a lot, like whenever I search Nuzlocke, I get a lot of like Spanish speakers, I think, right about the time that I start searching. Not like a ton, but like I keep going like, oh, that looks interesting. And I get in there and then I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. I can't really talk with you. Crap. Dang it. Not what I wanted. I also try to like do my best to support VTubers whenever I can. Not that there's like anything wrong with being a real tuber. I don't know what the equivalent word is for that. But you know, like when you are a VTuber, you have to support VTuber. We all know that money has been spent somewhere, more than likely, unless you are the artist yourself. Flesh tuber, that's what it is. I knew there was a word for it, 100%. But I definitely just like was like, what was the word? the tubby loobies, tuberculosis. That's what it was. Yes, I'm looking for somebody with tuberculosis. Do you know anybody? But yeah, flesh tuber. I need to remember. It's been a while since. Have you ever had that, like you know the word for something, but you haven't actually referenced it in quite a while, so then it just like it blanks out of your brain completely, and you're like, who exactly? What exactly is a word that means this? Because like this might just be me, but like whenever let's talk about bathroom time. Whenever I'm on the toilet and I have time, I like to play crossword puzzles, and I will definitely look at crossword like hints and stuff and not know for the life of me what the word is, and I will just walk away from it, and a day later I'll open it again or something like that, and I'll look at it and I go, oh yeah, it's just this word. Like, I know the word. I obviously know what the word is. But looking at it one day, I'm just like, that's not real. I believe 0% of any of this. And then the next day, I'm like, no, that's definitely what it is. Like 100% it's like that for me. All too often, yeah. God, it makes me feel stupid. Like, it really, really does. I'm like, I don't know. I'm a feeling like maybe I might be a little bit dumb. And then I get it the next day or whatever, and I'm like, oh, thank goodness. Ooh. I think I may have found one that I want to run into. Looks like they're running a Nuzlocke. Looks like they just started too. That might not be bad. Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm gonna give it a few minutes because they are not even past the starting screen, and then we'll go bombard them. They like just popped up, so you know, I'll be rude and give them that. Oh, something I wanted to talk about. Corey, I don't know if just because you are here, have you noticed or like been aware of and like taken measures against the whole like Twitch like viewers thing that's going on, that like people are not actually being counted as being viewers, and like actually like watching the stream even though they're like there and chatting or whatever else, like it's just not counting them. Like I've been seeing that a lot recently, of people talking about that. I've not been checking personally, but I mean, because no one really knows. Yeah, like I feel like people are trying to get people to do like check-in. I think it's a myth. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. Like I've seen like a couple of people like talk about or like make videos, and they're like, look, I've got all these people. These people are talking in chat actively right now, counting it out, and like the viewer count's like a definite number lower than what they have there. So like I don't know if like Twitch is looking for a specific amount of interactions or like specific interactions or what. I just didn't know if like you were, you know, you're someone that I would expect to like just be aware randomly about something like that. So I just, you know, just wanted touch on your brain a little bit about it. Viewer count is definitely always wrong. Like, for sure. Even before the secret changes, yeah. Because, like, I've noticed that in the past before, like, for sure. But just, like, it was just, like, a weird surgence of it, of, like, people talking about in this, like, past week. Even though the change was done, like, a while ago, but, like, this past week, but, like, that could just be, like, a trending, like, thing to, like, talk about amongst streamers right now. So, you know. I think the lurkers don't count myth stems from someone making up stuff, either to cover their asses since viewbots or because they're uninformed. That makes sense. Trendy myth is my guess, because the data does not reflect this, yeah. Like, it was just so weirdly, like, specific that that's, like, coming through right now, and I, like, have a couple of streamers that I watch that recently have also talked about it, and I was like, did I miss something? Because as far as I know, it's been just as messed up as it just as messed up as it has been for months now. So I don't know, but yeah, it sounds like something just took off on, like, streams and on X and whatever else in social media, and people are just latching on, like, that's the reason my stream's not big, because it is, but it's not, but it is, but it's not. And I'm like, ooh, man, I feel like this is already a problem, but sure, maybe I missed something. Yeah, Twitch being accurate is normal. It does seem like they've done something in the back end this past couple weeks, as in raids taking longer to show the uptick in viewer count and stuff. Yeah. Also, August and September usually are not high numbers. In August, people go on vacation and do not watch streams while on vacation, and September is return to school, so again, less availability. Yeah, understandable for that, for sure. See, you are keeping track of stuff. This is why I asked you, because if there was actually something viable, I figured you would probably be one of the people that I know that would know. you know when you know I know you know. Oh jeez. Let's see here. Okay, I do think that channel may be live now. I shouldn't have closed this one window though. That would have been smart of me. I think I remember the name though. Yeah. It looks like they were a small little stream as well, so this will throw some support their way. No harm in having a one-cost slurp redeem, so if anyone feels better having a go for it, but I think it's misinformation. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I've never had that. And like I don't know. I don't know what I would do with it personally if I had it. Like I don't think it's bad to have that by any means. Like it's definitely like I think it's something that some viewers just like to have so they can have that marker for themselves, but I'll put one together at some point, probably just for that factor. I think that's something that like I need to like just keep aware of, is that there are certain things that like I myself do not care to use personally, but that doesn't mean that my viewers don't like the idea. So I'll have to do something on that. Ooh, I need to remember to look at getting a sash with pins for my Nuzlocke victories. I want to do that now that I have 3. I think that's my personal like reward that I want to do for myself. I will do that. All right, I'm gonna start raid so that I don't sit here and chat for forever. Thank you all so much for hanging out and coming through for a little short stream tonight. We made our 3rd win on Nuzlocke today. I am super stoked about it. Again, I'm going to be looking at doing stuff like getting stuff together for Spooktober, getting finding one of the good tier lists for favorite Pokemon, so we can start doing those by generation as we get to them. And there was something else. I'll figure it out. I don't know. Brain. Thank you all so much. I love chatting with you all. I really, really do. I really, really, really do. I don't know how to express it properly or enough, but I really do. I hope you all have yourselves a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, whatever the heck it is, wherever the heck you are. And I will catch you all later. Bye-bye. Oh, bye-bye.